Hello guys. All right. I'll try to explain this to the best of my ability, if you can say it like that. When it comes to importing new models, it doesn't matter what it is, but we can take, for example, our fishing mod or our combat medic kits. Um, so basically, what the important part is of importing 3D models to DayZ are the lots. This means level of detail, and this is, by the way, official wiki of Bohemia regarding lots. You can pause the video and read that, but it is highly recommended to have at least one resolution lot, unless it's a low poly object, which would mean something very simple like, I don't know, a closed book with some textures on it. If we take this, for example, this is a high poly model, basically. You can see this is called the mesh, all those triangles, the faces of the triangles. This is basically where the texture is on. But yeah, it's very important to have more than one resolution lot on every model. So the problem I found is if we take, for example, the new gear mod that I uploaded recently to our server. If we open that up and let's see, where's this at? Should be this. Yeah. So if you open it up, this is the 3D model of the Gen 4 IoTV Gen 4 vest. If you open it up here, we can see it only has one resolution lot. Now what that means is basically, if we take the example of our medic bag, where is it at? This is resolution lot 0. Yeah, so the lot is, if you're standing close to it, to the medic kit, it will load all of the textures, all of the mesh, all of the details. If you're standing really close to it, you can see all of the details of it. Now, if you go a little bit further away, you're going to see a little bit less of details, and you can also see that the mesh is getting worse the farther away you are. See, some of the things even disappear if you're going really far away. And basically at the last resolution lot, in my case resolution lot 3, you can see none of the things that are in there. And the mesh also really becomes very, very simple. You don't need to see any details or load any of the complex lots, or mesh for that matter, if you're like this far away. Now the problem with the gear mod that I just uploaded is, if we say this is the IoTV Gen 4 vest, it will show you all of the details, even if you're this far away. So what that means is you're basically loading everything that would be in the first lot from this far away, even if you can't see it. This is obviously very, very bad and really, really bad practice to do it like that, because, like I said, it doesn't make any sense if you're like 100 meters away and you still see, or potentially could see, all of the details, because you don't see it. It doesn't matter. You don't need it. And like I said, it's recommended by Bohemia to have at least one resolution lot for low poly models. Now a vest is very complex when it comes to resolution lots, same as this. but we can reduce that, as you can see in the last resolution lot. So if you're far away, you won't see anything. You don't need to see it. The problem is, you're going to load, let's say I have only one resolution lot on this. You're going to load everything that you see here from far away. And there's the big problem. Now I've talked to the guy that made that mod. I also offered him help. The thing is, it doesn't seem like he wants help. I have, yeah, exactly here. You can pause the video again and read everything, but it's really bad practice to do it like that. I explained everything to him. I even offered him help. I showed him examples. I will show you examples as well in a minute. And that's his response. What do you think affects FPS more than LOD? Now, obviously, this is kind of a weird answer to what I've said. Like I said, you can pause the video and read through everything. But yeah, I explained him. I even showed him official answers from an official DayZ dev. Also sent him the link to the Bohemia wiki on LODs. Yeah, there's the big problem. These people don't see any problem because no one else is basically complaining about it. So they think it's everything's okay. No one is complaining. So there's no problem, right? But there is, and that's the big thing. I have, so how I am, or how I have encountered that there is a problem is after I uploaded the gear mod, I've noticed a significant drop of server performance, and I went to dig deeper, and like I said, this is what I found. Only one resolution lot. So no matter how far away you are, I'll show you what that means. You will always load the full mesh of the vest, even if you don't need it, and even if it's not recommended to do that. You will always see, even if you're this far away, all the details, even if you can't see it. So if we go in here, I have a little example here of our fishes. So if I start to go away, you will see how this changes, and you see that on other objects as well. I'm just going to explain that. Let's make that a little slower. So you can see it really starts to like decimate the mesh the further away you are. And this also happens to trees, houses, and everything. You can see here, or here, it's just turning into 4 triangles basically, the farther away you are. You can see it here. Now it's happening here as well. The thing is, this is also really low mesh right now. But this one, the vest, even if you can't see it from here, or really, it's still loaded the whole mesh. Everything. So, let's go in here again. This is the mesh. All the details, everything. You can still, or you still load the complete mesh of the vest, even if you don't see it from far away. You don't need to see it. Because once you zoom in, once you zoom in, all of the mesh comes back. This is so, for example, if you're on a PvP server and you zoom in with a scope on someone, you will see all of the details again. But if you don't zoom in, the mesh is basically decimated. And this does not happen with this one, with the vest. The whole mod is fucked. The whole gear mod that I just uploaded to the server is fucked. That's why the server performance is really bad right now. But that's not the only problem. I'm just going to show you how that really affects things. Let's make that really big, like 20. So you can see it doesn't change at all. At some point it completely disappears. That is normal. See how it basically completely disappears? Now we go back. But it doesn't change texture, it doesn't change the model at all, no matter how far away you are. So if we take the, I don't know how big that would be, I guess 20 is good. If we take the sturgeon, we go far away. That might be too big, but you saw it. And that's a big, big problem. And like I said, that's unfortunately not the only problem. I hate to do that and to call people out on their mistakes, but as you can see here, that's our Allosaurus that was made by DBO, Dino's Bino. It also has only one lot. So I'm kinda speechless and a little bit sad at the same time. Yeah, you can see 15k faces. So the mesh here is consisting of triangles, and one triangle is one face, second face, third face, and so on. So 15, let's say 16k faces. But like I said, no matter how far away you are, you will load all of the mesh, even if you don't need it. And that's the big problem. That's what I was talking about, that it goes deeper. The problem is deeper than that. Yeah. So obviously I cannot fix the gear mod because it's not mine. I cannot just steal basically the P3D and re-upload it. That's not how it works. I won't do that. If this person is not fixing that, I have to remove it. There's no way around it. It would really suck. That's why I've offered him to help. I know it's a lot of work to do, but like I said, I offered him to help and fix it. I don't think that he will do anything about it because most people, most modders have a big ego, and if you tell them there's something wrong, even if you explain it to in great detail, the biggest argument or excuse is, yeah, but it works. Nobody else is complaining about it. It works, so there's no problem. But that's the thing. There still is. So yeah, with our Dino, and I haven't looked into the baryonics, but I can imagine it's the same problem. I might be able to fix it. I'm not 100% sure, but like I said, I might be able to fix the Allosaurus and the baryonics. I will do my best to try. I'm going to look now. I haven't looked into it yet, but I can imagine all the other mods of Dino's Bino, so the raptors, the triceratops, and all that stuff is also only on one lot, which would be a massive problem as well. I think this would be it. Let's see. So what I'm doing now is basically, let's see. Alright, gotta open that another way. So what do we have here? I guess the triceratops. Just give me a moment here. Yeah, there we have it. What I'm doing now is not really allowed by, or in terms of Bohemia, but I have to do it in order to check. So I'm opening the P3D up, and let me just copy that. I might cut this part out, not sure yet. Put it in here and open that here. Yep, there it is. Alright, yeah, of course. So you can see this also has just one lot. That means no matter how far away you are from the model, it'll still load all of the details, all of the mesh, even if you can't see it because you're too far away, or you, I don't know, the Triceratops is behind a wall, behind a house or whatever. It will still load everything, no matter how far away you are. At some point it completely disappears. That's normal. That's with everything. It doesn't matter if you have one or more lots. At some point it completely disappears. But yeah, you will load everything, all of the details, no matter how far away you are from it. And that's really, really bad. And that's also why I think that there's random disconnects if you fly over the map or whatever, because you're just loading too much. There's no point of loading. Like if you have 10 of these, you're basically at 100,000 faces. It's way too much to handle for the engine and for your client as well. There's no need for it. All right, thank you. Yeah. So that's the big problem. Normally, that's how I learned it as well. Information is free if you don't have your head stuck in your ass. Let's put it that way, because that's how it is. If you don't have your head stuck in your ass, information is free. There's big modding discords. If you're not a complete idiot, you can just join them, ask for help, ask for pointers, ask for advice. They will give it to you. It's all there. It's on the Bohemia wiki as well. You can see it in here. It's all there. It's explained as well as it could be. But yeah, that's a big problem. You can see the mesh on our last lot. This would be probably if you're like, let's show it you in this way. So there's an option decimate the mesh as well. Just going to do that real quick. When I'm basically going in circles now, explaining everything, but it's hard to understand sometimes, especially if you don't know anything about that stuff. So you can see this is the resolution lot 0. This is when you're really close to the object. It shows you all of the basically 18k faces. So every triangle has one face. Now if you go a little bit further away, it goes down by more than, or basically three times less of the faces. If you're now going away, let's say 50 meters, it will be even lower than that. And if you go really far away, it only has 191 faces. And there it is, and that's the big problem. That's also why I think we might have a problem with random disconnects. Because at some point, if you're loading, like I said with the example of the Triceratops, if you're loading 10 of these, which is not that much, honestly, you basically have 100k faces. Now imagine having trees around you, having houses around you, having cars and vehicles and helicopters around you. That is so much more for your client and for the engine to handle, that at some point it just gives up, because there's no way to process everything. And that's the big problem. So obviously I cannot fix this. I will talk to Dinos Bino about it. I don't think he will agree to it, but I will talk to him and see if I can take over his dinosaur mods and fix the stuff, because I've already talked to him about giving me the source code for our Allosaurus and Baryonyx, because they were originally imported by him for our server alone. So it's technically our mod. That's also why I can do with it what I want, but I cannot touch this. Um, yeah, he basically moved away from DayZ completely and is now going to mod and whatever on Armor Reforger. So I'm not sure if he will give me access to it, but I don't even think he has any of the source code for his dinosaur mods. But yeah, it's really really bad. This should not be the case. There should not be only one resolution lot. Yeah, that's the summary. Like I said, that's if you ask me, that's the problem why random disconnects happen, because there's just too much to load at once at some point. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this explains some things to you. Um, it's a really sad situation for me. I did not expect to come across such a problem with such popular mods, but yeah, it obviously is a problem, and yeah, I hope that I can at least fix our mod. Um, I'll also break it to you now. I will work together with another great modder on our very own um, dinosaurs in the future. Might take some time until we start. We haven't started yet. We're both still having our own projects going, and yeah, but we will eventually get to it and make our own dinosaur mod. We will document everything for other modders to learn from. We both have a decent understanding of 3D modeling and importing items to DayZ. Um, I, I guess we both can learn from each other. That's a big thing for me as well, because obviously not all information is fully publicly available, and everything learns in a different way. So I hope to learn from him. I hope he can learn something from me. Not saying that I know anything better than him, but you know how it is. Um, but yeah, this will be the dinosaur mod will be a public mod that everyone can use. Of course, we on our server, he on his server will test the dinosaur mod first, of course, before we publicly um, or before we publish it for everyone to use. So yeah, I hope this explained some things. I hope we can fix some things. Um, but like I said, with the gear mod, it doesn't look like this guy is caring. So if he doesn't answer me, or I'll I'll ask again if he will fix it, if he needs help. If he doesn't respond, I'm just going to remove the mod. I'm not touching it anymore. Um, Obviously, if he's willing to change some things, um, I'll try to help him, because I know it's a lot of work to decimate all of the models. But it's standard practice. Even if you look at vanilla models, they all have like this. For example, this is the vanilla plate carrier, and we all know the vanilla plate carrier is not really a complex model, but it still has 5 resolution lots. And his vests, which are way more complex than the vanilla plate carrier, has only 1 lot. So yeah, like I said, I hope to... Okay, my Steam just closed itself, that's great. Yeah, I hope to have this fixed the mod, otherwise I will just remove it, because it's not worth the performance draw on our server. Alright guys, thank you very much. If you have any questions, just ask away. I will upload this video now to YouTube, because it's way too long for Discord, obviously. And yeah, much love. Bye bye.